When am I getting my Ford Bronco? When am I supposed to be paying for it? Why should I buy from you? Is the Bronco gonna be better than a Wrangler? All of these questions I have been asked time and time again, and we are doing a quick, rapid Q&A session right now. I've got 15 questions I wanna answer, so stay tuned. What is going on, social media family? My name is Jorge Lopez and I am from Tomball Ford in Tomball, Texas. Welcome to another video. It is my pleasure bringing all of this content, and we are talking about Ford Bronco today. And I have been asked a lot of questions about Ford Bronco, so I thought, hey, if somebody has a question like this, somebody else is going to have the same question. So in today's video, we are talking about some 15, 17 questions. So let's not hesitate any longer and let's get right to these questions. Okay, first question I've been asked is the Bronco going to be a comfortable riding vehicle? Well, it's hard to say, right? Because we haven't actually been in the vehicle. I have not had the opportunity to review it and test drive it, but I will tell you that Ford seats on the majority of vehicles, they're super comfortable. I've owned GMC, I've owned Chevy, and I currently have obviously an F-150, blue jeans in color, and the seating is super comfortable. It is based on the platform of a Ford Ranger, and if you sit and drive a Ford Ranger, I mean, it's a very comfortable ride. And if in addition to that you get power seats, now you have the flexibility to change your seating configurations. So overall, I think the seating is gonna be super comfortable. The ride quality is gonna be great. But technically, if you go with a longer wheelbase, then that's gonna be a smoother ride. Another question that I get asked is, can I add the signature LED lights on the more of a base model Ford Bronco, like the base and the black diamond and the big bend? Yes, you can technically do whatever you want with the Bronco, but I think it's gonna be super costly to do it, as you're gonna have to replace the wiring, obviously the headlights. So there's probably gonna be some aftermarket companies that are gonna be producing maybe LED bulbs that could help you get that signature lighting set up. So technically from the factory, you cannot just add the LED lights on the entry-level models. So when is build and price going to be available for the Ford Bronco? Well, finally, build and price is coming. We are right now the first week of October of 2020, and Ford has promised that build and price is going to be available sometime this month in October. So it is so close. We are so close to being able to modify and add packages, look at pricing, look at colors. And I'm excited too, because I've got a Bronco on reservation as well. Although I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. I need to know from you guys if I should keep my Bronco for the channel. I've got an F-150 and the Mach-E. What should I have? What should I do? Comment below and let me know. But Bronco configurator, build and price, it's gonna be available this month. Why did the Bronco build and price configurator take too long? Well, obviously Ford cannot mess this up, right? This is a big freaking deal. But I think one of the reasons that the Bronco configurator build and price took so long is because of the accessories. So Ford will now allow you to add your accessories and have a factory invoice, which means you don't have to worry about adding those accessories after the fact and adding labor costs to it. You're gonna be allowed to add those factory when you build your Bronco in December. So if you add like lights or mud flaps or a winch, you can actually add those things on your build, and it's gonna be listed as an option in the MSRP, in the Maroni sticker, right? So Ford is actually going to be sending those parts over to our dealership. We'll be installing them here, and you will not have to pay anything extra above and beyond whatever says that package cost you. So it's a really cool thing. And that, I think, is the reason why Ford took a little bit longer than normal to come up with the Bronco build-in price. But hey, it's gonna happen this month. Another question that I get asked is, will I need a deposit? Well, let me tell you, deposits are actually common. You know, most dealerships will ask you for a small deposit if you place an order with them. It's not uncommon, guys. It happens all the time, and I order tons of vehicles every single month for customers, and we ask a small deposit. It's just used to lock in your order. But the really cool thing with me, going through me, is that it is fully refundable. It will be used towards the purchase of the vehicle when it arrives, unless you want to give it as a tip, which we would appreciate it tremendously. But yes, it's going to be used, and that's a little bit less money that you have to come up with to purchase your Ford Bronco. Going through me, we'll be asking for a $500 deposit. And again, for you, customer of mine that is looking at this, if that is a burden, let us know, let me know, we'll talk about it. But in most cases, $500 is really not a big deal. But yes, it is common to find a $500 request from your Ford dealership. The other question that I get asked is, will I be able to see a test drive a Ford Bronco before I get the chance to buy it? Of course, you will be able to test drive your Bronco if you reserved it and convert it to an order before you buy it. But if you're wanting to have a dealership have a few in stock for you to choose from, that is not going to happen. No dealership is going to have allocation for you to see and choose from an inventory lineup, because Ford is actually fulfilling reservations that converted into an order first. And then after all of the reservations have been fulfilled, then dealerships like us will have some in inventory for you to choose from. When is that gonna happen? Well, if Ford is telling that a lot of the reservations that are reserving super late will be getting theirs late, meaning in 2022, then expect that as an idea as to when the dealerships are gonna have some in their inventory. So I would say probably March, April of 2022, we will have inventory for you to look at. That is a long, long way. So don't hesitate, reserve yours with me today. That way we can get you into a Bronco sooner than later. The next question that I got asked is, will I be able to trade a vehicle? Yes, you will be able to trade your vehicle in, but we don't talk about trade-ins now because we're not buying the trade-in right at this moment. We are finalizing everything at time of delivery. So whenever you are ready to come in and look at your Bronco, inspect it, and finalize the deal, if you have a trade-in, we will look at it at that point in time. Now, there's a lot of benefits to this, including you now having time to get rid of the vehicle in a timely manner. You are not pressed to trade it in soon. Now, you've got all the time in the world to go ahead and get rid of your trade-in. I can also tell you a few sources that could help you get evaluations done, and then obviously we at the dealership want to buy your trade-in, so we will be super aggressive and giving you the best that we can if you come in through me at Tomball Ford. So the next question is, what if I have a leased vehicle? Well, if you have a Ford lease, I know this for a fact because I have one, you can actually call Ford and tell them, hey, I've got a Bronco reserved. I want to wait for the Bronco. And guess what Ford is going to do? Ford is going to let you stay in your vehicle, give your monthly payments all the way through until you get your Ford Bronco, even if it's a year from the expiration date for your lease. So take advantage of it if you are in a Ford vehicle right now. If you are in a non-Ford lease, I think the longest that you can extend that lease and not be penalized and still make your payments would be 3 months. But I'm not 100% sure because, you know, we don't, do any other type of Ford lease, any other type of leases. So you need to make sure you check with your leasing company and ask them how far out you can extend your lease. Another common question I get asked is, when am I paying for my Ford Bronco? Well, short answer is 30 days, 45 days-ish after you take delivery of the Ford Bronco. So I don't check credit right now. I don't submit a loan right now. I don't bill you for your Ford Bronco because you are not driving it. You're not enjoying it. How can you make payments on something that you haven't, enjoyed? So we will do all of that stuff that I just mentioned at time of delivery. So when you come back in and take a look at your Ford Bronco, you're more than welcome to bring your finance company. If you want to go with one of your lenders, it's no big deal. But at that time, we will finalize the deal, and 30 days later, you'll make your first payment. Another question that I get asked is, will there be special pricing available if I qualify for it? Like X plan and Z plan and A plan. Yes, Ford will allow us to sell you the vehicle at that special pricing, but beware, guys, not all dealerships are required to sell you the Bronco at that special pricing. So you need to make sure you find a dealership like me that will take that special pricing plan and give you some discount on the Ford Bronco, but you have to qualify. So you need to make sure that you talk to your company that you work for, because that's the easiest and best way. Talk to them and tell them, hey, and ask them, hey, does our company have any type of affiliation with Ford Motor Company, like a special purchasing buying plan from Ford dealerships? If they say yes, you guys are in, and we will take X plan, Z plan, A plan, any of those Ford plans for your next Ford Bronco. So coming along with the questions, one question has to do with the AC vents, okay? I did receive this question, and the question was, will the Bronco have rear AC vents? Yes, they will, but not in the typical place that you would think they would be at. Like on your, like if you're driving right, you got your center console. Behind the center console, that's where you normally see your AC vents. Not on the Ford Bronco. On the Ford Bronco, they'll actually be below the front seats. So if I'm in the driver's seat, it'll be below my seat, underneath, pointing outward. And don't worry, they will have special plugs so that if you do have to hose down your Bronco, that the air and the dust and the water is not going to compromise the AC vents. We will have to test that out. Obviously, that's what Ford is telling us on paper. We'll see how effective that is. But I promise you guys, Ford has a lot to lose with this. They're not going to mess this up. So I feel confident that should be fine. So my next question is, will the Ford Bronco going to be better than the Jeep Wrangler, excuse me? My short answer is absolutely yes. Now, my opinion on this obviously is going to be biased because I sell Fords and I love Fords and I believe in Fords, and I know Ford is not going to be messing this up. They have a lot riding on this and so many reservations that they cannot afford to mess things up. So I feel confident that the ride is going to be better. It's going to have an independent front suspension, remember that, which Jeep does not have. So that's going to help a lot on the ride quality of the vehicle. It's going to have easy to remove paneling. It's going to be a frameless window. Your mirrors are going to stay where they need to stay. It's going to be ease of access to removing the panels, the doors, only by one person. No tools required, kind of a thing. So it's going to be super simple for you to access all of that stuff. Safety, technology. The technology I feel is going to be way better. We're going to have lane keeping system. We're going to have the safety technologies that we currently are having now, including Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So all of those things will make the Ford Bronco a lot better, in my opinion, than what the Jeep Wrangler is. And I know that the Jeep has decades, of being the top seller of a small SUV off-road. And, it's going to be a struggle at the beginning, but I feel so confident that Ford is going to shine, and a lot of people are going to be receiving their Ford Bronco with open arms. They're going to be so excited. Guys, the hype on this is absolutely phenomenal. I have not experienced anything like this before. not with the Mach-E, not with the F-150s. The Ford Bronco, man, that's bringing back, memories from past, from when Ford was building the Ford Broncos back in the day. So it's basically, allowing people to relive their dreams. And man, I'm so pumped. So yes, Ford Bronco is going to be better than the Jeep Wrangler. So the next question that I get asked is, why should I buy from you, Jorge? Well, oh man, I have been here for 21 years, right? Like most of you guys know, and my deal is to treat my customers with respect and transparency, and everything should fall in place, right? So with my 21 years, I know that customers need to be treated fair. They have to be receiving great customer service. The communication has to be open. My clients have received multiple emails providing them information on processes and timeline. I've got this YouTube also for them, and for those of you guys that might be considering switching to a different dealership that is going to take care of you, I feel competent that I will not mess your order up. I mean, that is super important. You need to find somebody that knows how to order these vehicles and not miss an option. That's what I bring to the table, guys. I bring knowledge and expertise, and I am so humbled to say that I have been very blessed to help a lot of you guys out there. And man, it's a really good feeling helping clients out and seeing their faces, their smiles, getting the deal that they want, getting the vehicle that they deserve. So I feel like you should find somebody that's going to treat you well on the pricing. I am not doing any dealer markup. I am not doing any dealer accessory add-ons that you have to buy. I'm not requesting that you finance the vehicle with us. I mean, if you have your own financing, bring it. If you're a cash customer, bring it. It's simple, it's easy, it's transparent with me. So I feel like you need to consider a dealership that is giving you all of the attention that you deserve, the good deal that you need, and the great customer service. So you don't have that with your current dealership, let me know. I would be more than happy to help you out. Also, I want to say that you need to have a full demonstration on your Bronco. There's going to be a lot of people, most I would say, that will not know a lot of the Ford Bronco and what the buttons are, what the features do, how to access this, how to access that. So that is another reason why you need to consider going through me, because I will do a full-blown demonstration on each and single one of you that is tuning in, that is my client. So you will know absolutely everything that there is to know about the Ford Bronco. So, if you're not getting that at a dealership, you need to consider switching to me. Another question that I got asked is, when will I convert my reservation to an order? Well, that's going to happen between December and January. So the next question is, do I need to be one of the first ones to place the order? No, it is going to be on a reservation timestamp. So you will be able to keep your spot in line no matter if you convert your reservation to an order in January or do it in December. It really does not matter. When will I know tentative ETA? Well, Ford says that late first quarter, which means I would say probably March, April timeframe of 2021. That's when you will be known. That's when you will know when Ford will deliver your Bronco. You'll be given a tentative ETA. If not, I'll follow up with you as well to let you know when your Bronco might be on the way. Also, I will be keeping you informed, telling you when we get a VIN number, when it's going through quality control, and when it's being shipped here via rail cart to Tomball Ford. Let's see. The other question is, how will I be insured I do not mess up my order? Well, it's going to be depending on your dealership, right? So the dealerships will have the final say so on how the vehicle gets ordered. I am planning on doing is having a phone consultation or a face-to-face consultation with all of my clients, so that we go through each individual option, feature, package, equipment, the whole thing, so that we don't mess anything up. So we cannot mess this up, guys. This is like a super important step. And you need to make sure that you have a dealership that is able to help you and convert your reservation to an order without a mistake or missing an option or not having the right color. I mean, can you imagine not being able to get your Bronco because it was ordered the wrong way? So I think I'm going to be working on Sundays. I'm going to be working overtime Decembers and Januaries, because we at the dealership have a lot of reservations, and I have been blessed to help you guys as well. So I'm going to be calling each and every single person that I'm helping, and we're going to go through the whole thing. Hey, we can even do a FaceTime chat if you wanted to, but yeah, that is definitely coming. So make sure that you don't mess this up. So guys, that was probably not a rapid fire, because I try to elaborate on all of these questions, but there you have it. This is a video regarding the top few questions that I received, actually top 17 questions that I got. So if you found this video informative, make sure that you give the like button, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification so that you don't miss any upcoming videos. Comment below if you have any questions, share the video, download my app. I've got a free app for you. I would love for you to download it.